Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Touch. I'm Darwin Campbell, Outreach Minister for FSBC Glendale and Saguaro Ranch. I hope you're having a wonderful day. This morning I want to talk with you a few moments about what's going on in our country. This morning it was announced that there are 1 million cases. We've crossed the 1 million case of COVID-19 in our country as of this morning. Not a great statistic, but one that certainly should make us think. And with that said, I want us to focus on the idea that deals with humility. You know, it's been said that pride makes us artificial, whereas humility makes us real. Pride makes us artificial, and humility makes us real. You know, when I think about that as it applies to what we're going through, I'm reminded of how for so many years we've been exposed to artificial thinking. We thought for many years that nothing like this could ever happen here in the United States. And to bring it to a local level, we thought for many years amongst us that, well, you know, it'll never happen to me. But it has happened to 1 million Americans, even as we speak. COVID-19 has exposed the artificial thinking, the artificial ideas and artificial ways that we have been living with here in the United States. Indeed, it shows us that virus like this shows no preference for whether you're rich or poor or homeless or black or white or Hispanic. It just doesn't matter. And even more so, man doesn't have an answer. When we look at what COVID-19 is doing to our society and our communities and our states, we see that there's no magic potion, there's no chant, there's no incantation, there's not even a military large enough to defeat it. We're just simply told, stay at home, and when we go out, cover up and cover up well. Well, I want to suggest this morning that it's time to ask God for help. It's time for science, the government, states, governors, communities to ask God for help. You know, living under such an artificial ways and thoughts over the course of the years, it should be enough to let us know two things. One, we are not in control. And two, yes, things can happen here. And with that said, we should listen to David. David was very firm in two verses in Psalms. Psalm 16, 1 and 2. David said, "Keep me safe, O God, for in you I take refuge. I said to the Lord, you are my Lord. Apart from you, I have no good thing." You know, living for years in an artificial state of mind, thinking that everything was about us, thinking that we were all powerful, we were strong, we were great. COVID-19 has showed us that we need God. We're not as powerful as we thought. We're not as strong as we thought. We're not as great as we thought. COVID-19 has humbled us before the very throne of God. And it's time for us to finish the course. Get on our knees like David. Ask the Lord for refuge. Ask the Lord to help us. Ask the Lord to keep us safe. Now is that time. None of that artificial works right about now. 1 million people testify that being artificial doesn't work. 1 million testify that turning our heads the other way doesn't work. Or believing that it can't happen here doesn't work, because it has happened here. The only answer is for us to get down on our knees and to ask God for safety and refuge. The Bible says in James chapter 4 and verse 10, humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord, and he will lift you up. It's time for America, her states, her nations, her communities, her leaders, her governors, her people, to get down on one knee and, like David, ask God for safety. Ask God for refuge. Ask God for help, because we recognize now that nothing good happens outside of the Lord. It's time for us to humble ourselves. It's time for us to get real and recognize that only God can keep us safe, and only God can give us the type of refuge, not only from COVID-19, but from other natural disasters, calamities, and viruses. Only God can do that. This message, The Morning Touch, has been brought to you by the First Southern Baptist Church in Glendale, Saguaro Ranch, where we are happy to serve you in any way that we can. Pray for you or help you with other needs. Our time is gone for this particular period, but I want to say to you, Psalm 16, 1 and 2. Ask God for safety and refuge. Ask God for help. And recognize today, nothing good comes outside of the refuge of God. God bless you and keep you. We're praying for your safety. And we'll see you again next time on The Morning Touch.